Marriage is like public toilets. The ones who are standing outside want to desperately get in. And the ones who are inside desperately want to get out. Honorable Chair, esteemed members of the audience, and esteemed members of the panel. It is a fact that we all love to laugh on husband-wife jokes, marriage jokes, because it is also a fact, it is also a human tendency to laugh on tragedies. To understand why marriage is a failed institution, we need to understand how marriages came into existence. Marriages are not a natural phenomenon. In fact, it's not even a nature's invention. Firstly, there were nomads who went about hunting individually. And then there were a group of people. They formed a group just like elephants, and they went out and hunted together. And then they settled down and started cultivating. This resulted in the formation of civilizations. Then man started worrying about the assurance to the paternity of his children and future caretakers for his property. Hence, he was willing to trade, he was willing to pay a bride a part of his property so that he could get exclusive sexual access. Interestingly, marriage is the result of economics and not the result of unconditional love. And from generations of generations together, we have believing this in blind faith and we are following marriages. Just like as children, we are asked to use our right hand instead of the left without any reason. In the same way, we are following marriages. Just because everyone is doing it, I am compelled to follow it. And if I don't follow it, I am wrong or I am biased. Let me ask you a few questions. Do dogs marry? No. Do elephants give birth to babies? Yes. Do elephants have to marry to give birth to babies? No. Can elephants survive without marriage? Of course, yes. And let me ask you one more question. You may have a beloved friend of yours. So, would you go to a court and sign a legal bond saying, I, Ravi Mittal, resolve in front of my friends, my family, my Facebook friends that I shall remain friends forever with Ravi Kumar or Ashish or anyone else? Doesn't that sound absurd? Then why do we have social implications and legal obligations only in marriages? Osho, one of the finest spiritual teachers, said, if you love someone, you have the freedom to walk away, but you don't. And when you are in a marriage, you don't have the freedom to walk away because you can't. Do you know that monkeys carry their dead babies for days together until they start decomposing and smelling? That is how marriages have turned into. For years and years together, people are carrying dead relationships with them to their deathbed only because there is no exit option for them. Finally, friends, I would like you all to ask yourself one question. How would you feel if you are not allowed to exit of a stinking public toilet? Frustrated? Angry? Irritated? Well, that's not what we want to make out of marriages. I strongly believe that if marriages have to succeed, I repeat, the entry should be difficult into a wedlock so that we understand the true meaning of marriages, and exit should be easy so that we don't take up marriages for granted. And until then, I believe that marriages will remain to be a failed public institution and keep stinking just like our public toilets. Thank you.